So after just 1 or 2 days, Jack Maynard has left the I'm a Celebrity jungle. Jack was booted out, or decided to leave, after a few of his old tweets resurfaced this week online. Jack has just now released a video on his channel addressing the situation. You can check it if you click the top link down below. This video, however, is my response to that video. Now, a little side note that I definitely need to add, really, before we get into this video. At the time of recording, a certain newspaper is reporting other allegations about Jack Maynard, allegations that he supposedly asked an underage girl for sexually explicit photos on Snapchat. Now, at the time of recording, Jack hasn't addressed these allegations, he's not even acknowledged them, so I cannot currently take that as fact. Now, although this is a very, very serious allegation and something that will inevitably be looked into, I cannot address these allegations in this video. It's not been proven. I will not be talking about it. I'm only talking about the stuff that Jack has admitted, the facts that we have on the table right now. Of course, if these allegations are true, then obviously it's something that I would not defend Jack over. Okay, so Jack Maynard entered the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here jungle on Sunday, and he's left already. He's back home in London after some of his old tweets came out, and they're not great. I mean, Jack used the F word, he used the N word. They're just not great. I truly believe that these words are just completely unacceptable to use in any context, and nobody should be excused for using them, including myself. I'd like to use this video just to apologise as well, to be honest. I have used these words in the past, and I mean, it's fucking repulsive. When I was 16, 17, 18, I was posting some fucking stupid things online, similar things to what Jack Maynard's coming under fire for now. I was a fucking idiot. I mean, I used to describe things I didn't like as gay. Oh, what, you support that team? That's gay. I mean, what? Now, there has never been a point in my life where I have disliked gays. I've grown up with gay people, I've got gay people in my family. Fuck me, I've snogged most of my male friends. I'm hardly the straightest straight guy you'll come across, by any means. I have never intentionally been homophobic, but I have used the F word with my friends and probably online, and it's not on. It's not on. People need to realise it's not on. And I wish I had somebody saying this kind of shit to me when I was younger, and I bet for the life of me that Jack does too. Fuck. I carelessly used offensive words in the past willy-nilly without thinking about what I was writing, without thinking about who I was offending. And that's not an excuse that I was young. That's not an excuse, because there are plenty of 17, 18, 16, 15-year-olds watching this who wouldn't dream of posting the stuff that Jack Maynard posted, who wouldn't dream of posting the stuff I've posted in the past. Age is not an excuse. Now, I'm not assuming that the majority of people watching this would have posted repulsive things online, because some of you are far more mature than I'll ever be, far more mature than Jack Maynard will ever be. Now, I don't know if Jack Maynard is homophobic. I don't know if he is. I don't know the guy personally, but I can only go by my experience, and I, for one, I fucking love gay people. They are some of the nicest people I have ever met. I posted something on Twitter the other week that said I couldn't think of a group of people that warranted hate less than gays. They are some of the loveliest people. Obviously, you've got cunty ones. Of course you have. You've got cunty people in every group, but gay people as a whole are just really fucking nice. The worst thing a gay guy's ever said to me is that my t-shirt didn't match my jeans. And to be fair, he was right. But going back to what I was saying, I don't know if Jack Maynard's homophobic. I assume he isn't. He doesn't seem like a horrible person. But he did use that word, and clearly it's not on. All I can go by is my experience, and I have used that word in the past, and I've never been homophobic. I've just been fucking dumb and fucking ignorant, and for that, I apologise. I mean, in the first Hangover film, the group of lads call Stu Dr. Faggot or something. Clearly it's come from a place of humour. I don't find the joke funny. I didn't find the joke funny when I first watched it. I know the cast of The Hangover probably aren't homophobic, and I know Todd Phillips, the writer, definitely isn't homophobic, but they've used that word, and I think it's just ignorance, isn't it? If you are using that word to insult a gay person, then clearly you're a homophobic cunt, and you need to have a good hard look at yourself. But I know for one, I didn't use it in that context, and I don't know if Jack did, but it seems very unlikely. I genuinely believe it was just a silly, immature mistake. A mistake that you can't excuse, but a mistake nonetheless. Now, Jack also posted a tweet, something along the lines of, "At Alice's with my N-word. Now, in my opinion, this is arguably Jack's worst tweet, but I also just want to say right off the bat that I wholeheartedly do not believe that Jack Maynard is racist for using that word. That's not saying that I think people should use that word. I definitely fucking do not think white people especially should not be using that word. And me, as a stupid teenager, I did. I look back at myself and I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed and it makes me cringe. I would be with my friends and I'd say it and I'd think I was cool, and it's repulsive. It really is fucking repulsive. But going back to Jack's tweet, I genuinely believe that when you read it and you see it within its context, it doesn't seem like it comes from a place of prejudice. It really doesn't. And I reckon years ago on my Facebook and stuff like that, I've posted that word, and I can only apologise because that should never be a word that was coming out of my fingers or my mouth. And I used to make jokes as well about so many things that you should never joke about. I thought I was cool. I thought I was like an edgy Frankie Boyle. And it's only now, as a 24-year-old man, that I can look at Frankie Boyle and just go, you're a cunt, mate. I don't want to be anything like you. And again, I'm not blaming Frankie Boyle for my actions because I'm my own person and I knew what I was doing at the time, but it's fucking ignorant and I am so sorry. That's not a word that would be anywhere near my vocabulary now. I wouldn't say it online, I wouldn't say it with my enemies, let alone my friends. I would not say that word, and that's why it baffles me so much that PewDiePie had a slip of the tongue on his live stream. I don't get why you would even go to that word, Pewdie. I don't get it. Again, you could argue it's a fuck up, but it's a fuck up that we are not allowed to be making. So, a message to you, Jack. You know you fucked up, mate. You know you did, and you've apologised for it. And I just want to say I've been there and I've done that too, and I want to use this moment to apologise for my wrongdoings too. And like I said earlier on in the video, the fact that these things happened years ago, that's really no excuse, because there are 16, 17, 18-year-olds watching this that would have never posted the kind of things that we did. Like me, Jack Maynard hopped onto social media when it was very much in its infancy, and neither of us could have ever dreamed that we would one day become a role model to some people. That still fucking baffles me, that I and potentially a role model to people. That's nuts. There's so many better people out there to look up to. But it's humbling, and I don't think I'll ever truly understand it, but I appreciate it. I know that much. I'm just grateful that when I was posting these stupid things online and saying these stupid things, I didn't have a viewership, I didn't have an audience, I didn't have anyone that I could encourage to do the same thing, because that would be even worse. I was showing off, and it's shit and it's disgusting, but it happened. And at the time, you never envision yourself as a 24-year-old man with more maturity and more intellect. You never ever see yourself as that guy, because at the time you're just a fucking teenager in a park showing off to your mates to be accepted. Look at me, I've had my first beer. You're a knobhead, Jack. You are a knobhead. I mean me. I'm referring to my former self. I'm not calling Jack Maynard a knobhead. Although he might be a knobhead. I don't know Jack. I'm just saying my experiences. I genuinely don't believe he's homophobic. I genuinely don't believe he's racist. He was just stupid. As was I. We were just stupid. I mean, I haven't come under the same kind of heat that Jack Maynard has, but I've done similar things, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. Also guys, I really hope that you are seeing adverts on this video, because for a long time I thought about not monetizing this video because I didn't want to profit off of my previous wrongdoings. However, I really do hope you are seeing adverts now, because I will monetize this video and I will split 100% of the earnings between two charities. Half of the money will go to a charity called Show Racism the Red Card, a charity that helps tackle racism in society. I think it's been doing a very good job for a number of years now, and you're going to get half of this revenue, so hopefully there's a lot. And the second charity is Gallup. Now, I didn't know much about Gallup. I hadn't heard of them until I'd done a little Google a little while ago, but it seems to me that they're a top LGBT plus charity that helps stamp out hate crime and domestic and sexual violence. So you guys are going to get the other half of the money. I'll make sure that I post screenshots on my social media before the end of the year, so you guys know that 100% of the earnings from this video will go to those two charities. I'll also be chucking in 100 quid of my own money, just because I really am sorry, and I was a fucking idiot. I really was a fucking idiot. So, finally guys, my parting message. if you'd be so kind to lend an ear. I know I slag a lot of people off, I slag a lot of YouTubers off, and it's kinda what I do. And that's because I like to judge people based on their actions today. If these YouTubers are robbing their fans, they're robbing their fans today. Jack Maynard, you were fucking stupid, but you've apologised, and I've forgiven you. Jack Maynard, you're a fucking idiot, but you've apologised. I accept your apology, and I'm apologising for doing similar things, and I hope you guys out there can accept my apology. I am sorry. And above all else, I wholeheartedly apologise to anybody out there that has experienced any kind of hate for just being who they are. I'm sure I've said things in the past that wouldn't have helped your cause, and I am sorry, and I hope I can change that today, even if only in a small way. Thank you guys. I've been JaackMaate. I'll see you in the next one. And chin up, Jack, yeah? Chin up.